Hi everybody, welcome back to another Ben Taylor podcast, the home of marine industry insights. Today it's Metstrade Day 2, and we're visiting the Dometic stand to find all about their DG3 Gyroscopic Stabiliser. So I'm here with Steve to find out about it. Nice to see you, Steve.
Nice to meet you, Ben.
So give us some context first. What are kind of Dometic's wider mission, and then why is a gyroscopic stabilizer come up?
All right, so why the mission? We've had feedback from some of our customers wanting to see an additional option in the marketplace. We felt that the technology has really remained unchanged over the past decade, and with some of our available technology, we wanted to take advantage of that and introduce a new product that's both more efficient and more sustainable than existing options.
Right, okay, and it turns out you've done a pretty good job. So you've just been announced as a category winner.
Yes.
in the Dame Design Awards. Can you take us through essentially what we're looking at, what's so special about this?
Okay. So
I love that it rotates as well.
This is the DG3 Stabiliser. This is our first entry into the gyro stabilization market.
Okay.
And what it does is it essentially eliminates roll from the boat. Other than being the gyro stabilizer by category, really we've introduced all new technology to this space. So really starting with our electric actuator on your side here.
Is this part here, is it?
It is.
Yeah.
Yep. So the electric actuator is unique. It's not used currently in any gyro stabilizing applications.
Okay, and what exactly is it doing? What's its function?
So by going all electric and eliminating the hydraulics from the system, that allows us to be the first truly active gyro in the recreational space.
Okay.
So not only can we respond to wave conditions, but we can also drive the precession and move the sphere in conditions where you typically wouldn't see a response from a competitive product.
So what does that mean from the user experience, from the boater? Does that mean it's then as kind of more sensitive to small movements?
It's more
that kind
sensitive.
Of thing?
It is.
Yeah.
It is more sensitive to smaller movements, smaller wave inputs, and also inconsistencies. So it's not always that slow rolling wave that the gyros like to respond to. So when you get into inconsistent chop and frequency, that's where we drive this sphere and counter that response.
Okay, right. Okay, so that's that part. What about the main mechanism? What have you done there?
So the main mechanism here, what we've done was we utilized a similar footprint to other competitive products, but by moving the mass as far out as possible, it allows us to drastically reduce the RPM in which we need to operate at the same power level.
Right, so if I understand correctly, there's a flywheel system within this?
There is.
So essentially a weight is rotating very quickly, and then I could say using centrifugal force, is that right?
Yeah.
It'll then basically it'll try and stay level. And so with it being connected to the boat, that can then level the boat so you don't have this rocking motion that causes seasickness, things roll around the boat, all that kind of thing. It's all removed.
It is.
Is that right?
Yes.
Hey, look at that.
Yes,
okay, magic.
By operating at a much lower RPM, that allows us to save 40% power versus other options in the marketplace. Also saving power, we've moved to 48 volt electronics. So internally, all of the components are operating at 48 volts. The installer has the option to supply 12, 24, or 48 volts from the house. We'll step it up if needed to that 48 volt operating voltage. And then what we also do is we supply a dedicated 48 volt spin battery. So with that dedicated 48 volt spin battery, it eliminates all house power draw during spin up. Spin up is the highest point of current draw on the vessel. Yeah. So nice benefit to this is you don't need to have engines running, you don't need to have a shore power connection or a generator while you're spinning up. There's no house power draw.
Okay, so it's then speeding up faster, it's more efficient to do that. So again, from the user experience, you're going out the dock almost straight away once you've turned it on and you're heading out of the marina. It's already stabilizing really, really quite quickly.
Yes, I'm glad you said faster, because this spins up to which you can operate it in 9.5 minutes. So
Okay.
you can enable stabilization right around 56% of the RPM, and we're at full operating RPM in 16.5 minutes.
Right, okay, lovely. So pretty much once you're out on the water, certainly open water, you can be stabilized easy. That's right.
Very quickly,
Yeah.
yes. Yes, and then some of our benefits of having the 48-volt battery too is we have a place to spin down quickly. Everyone else really just does a natural spin down. So you turn the gyro off, it spins down, it can take hours. With us, we felt that that was a waste of energy, so you have kinetic energy built up into the flywheel with its
Right,
RPM.
yeah, of course, yeah.
So now we take that electric motor and use it as a regenerative brake, like an EV car.
I thought you were
and
going to say that.
we
Yeah, that's
recharge
awesome.
the 48-volt battery.
Yeah. Okay, nice. And so can you tell me a little bit about, I suppose, the B2B relationship? So when you're working with boat builders and distribution partners, what are the key things about it? It's pretty compact.
It is.
From what it looks. And then its performance we've gone through and kind of the different elements of it. But when you're speaking with boat builders, what's that relationship like? Do you integrate this into kind of production boats? Is it custom? Can it be refitted on a boat? How does that all look?
Yeah, really all of the above.
Okay.
So it can be installed at the OEM level. Also, we are onboarding dealers currently.
Yeah.
So we have 20 active dealers at this point, and then you can get into custom jobs. So really, the space for this gyro, you do have more options because of the size. Typically, this one we would see either above deck or below deck. The above deck applications are going to be like more North American center console fishing boats.
Right. Okay, that's the classic use case.
Where you
isn't it?
have that space in the leaning post. Otherwise, if there is space beneath the deck, this would be located beneath the deck.
Okay, and is there one specific size? Have you scale it up for larger vessels, or would you put multiple in? Is that possible?
You can do multiple at this point,
Okay.
so this is our first offering.
Okay, so it's in the pipeline,
It's in the
but we
pipeline.
can't talk about it. Okay, wonderful. And then what does the installation process look like? So once you've got that distributor or local dealer, somebody comes in, I need a gyro stabilizer because the family gets seasick when they're out on the water. How does that process look?
Yeah, so we'll appropriately size the gyro for the vessel.
Okay, yeah.
So after we do essentially a vessel survey,
Yeah.
if it's a consumer or end user looking to retrofit, so we'll pair them with a dealer that we have online.
Yeah.
The vessel survey will lead the dealer to then a website that we have for that dealer network, and they can essentially automate it. It's an automated system builder that will allow them to generate everything they need
Yeah.
for the gyro. And that's kind of one unique thing with this too, is we supply the battery with the gyro. We also supply the intended raw water pump that we want you to use for cooling with the gyro.
Right.
And then with a couple simple questions, we will generate the 3 or 4 network communication cables that you need. So essentially you receive everything you need
Yeah, perfect.
in a crate.
Yeah, and I suppose that also stops people from installation basically errors and trying to do it themselves. So it's done by a professional. You get all the kit, so people are not mismatching the different systems, and then therefore it's robust, it's reliable, it's kind of set up and ready to go.
Exactly. And then
Okay.
because Dometic's such an expansive company, we do have other offerings that pair well with this, such as power systems to the OEM
Yeah.
with batteries and DC chargers, inverters, those kinds of things. And then also with our aftermarket Sierra line, we can even supply the breakers and battery switches and the water hose that you need to run the raw water system. So it really makes us a one-stop shop with our other product offerings.
Yeah, but you build the whole system rather than going, here's a product, here you go, see it. It's, well, also let's sort out the boat in different areas, and then it's kind of the Dometic family of products can all be on board and help the user.
Exactly.
That's it. Okay, and I'd like to wrap up on a bit of a vision looking forward. So this is the first gyro stabilizer from Dometic.
It is.
What's up next? What can we look forward to?
You can look for additional models. I don't
Okay.
have one to announce here at the show today,
Okay, yeah.
but the roadmap is full with our future plans.
You're busy behind the scenes.
Yes, we are.
Okay, and it's an exciting market for you, because I've seen a lot of these come to market, and a couple of different brands actually launch into them. So it must be a popular space. I've seen plenty of them out in the US. Is it quite popular in the European market and other markets?
It is. It is, yeah.
Yeah.
It's popular, really, even in APAC as well. We've had a lot of great response so far from the first day of the show.
Okay, right, super. Thank you very much for your insight, Steve.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming on the podcast.
Thank you.
Everybody, if you enjoy content like this, make sure you're following here to see plenty more of it. All being well, I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.